Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. What's going on, everybody, man? You know, I appreciate all of y'all, right? And, you know, we're going to get into a little bit of this today. And you know what's real messed up? Wack 100 took on the responsibility and was proud about it to be Luce Cannon's son, Godfather, right? And he talked about, yeah, didn't I say I would be the godfather of your child? And then to turn around after you took the responsibility to be the godfather, you literally let the world know you never mess with this guy, right? Your whole intentions from the beginning was to get him to incriminate himself for the bag. I guess that's what you say, right? You did this for money, but you told this man, I'll be the godfather. Now you saying, I got my own kids. I got my own responsibilities to worry about. I'm not taking care of no grown people. I'm not concerned about if he incriminates himself or tells on himself. We saying you and Adam and No Jumper have a platform, whereas though if you want to come up there and incriminate yourself, so be it. People keep watching. So why we gonna stop doing what's getting us the views? For what? For who? Luce Cannon? And then Wack 100 was questioned about, hey man, you could have stopped him from saying the things he was saying online. Wack said, man, I ain't doing no babysitting, right? I don't do babysitting. For what? What I'm a babysitting for? If he want to tell a story and get himself in a jam, shit, so be it. See, that right there lets you know that Wack 100 never, ever rocked with Luce Cannon. That right there lets you know that he always felt some type of way about when Luce Cannon was going at him across the internet. He remembers when Luce Cannon was going on his platform and saying Wack was a rat, right? So if we being real, from him doing what he did, going at Wack 100 hard body, and then Wack acting as if he forgot momentarily, and then after all this shit goes down and Luce Cannon uses the platform to incriminate himself, to involve Big U in a RICO, let's be real. That lets you know that he had ill intentions from the start. He never had genuine intentions for Luce Cannon at all. His intentions from the door was, it was a goal, right? And the shit is so self-explanatory, and Wack is telling you that he put him in a straight trick bag to tell on himself and to get Big U. Think about this now. That was his op. And he said, if somebody want to talk about my op on a public platform, so be it. let him talk, right? And what did he do? He allowed Luce Cannon to run his mouth and to say things that actually got him indicted. So when you really go look at that and analyze it, right? You have no other choice but to call that how you see it. And people, will look at it and say, man, Wack ain't do nothing. He was running the platform with Adam and Luce Cannon wanted to speak about it. Now, we all know that Wack had an option, right? And Wack claimed that he's so rich, right? You can't tell me the little bit of money that Luce Cannon would have paid him to come on the platform was worth, if you are the godfather of the man's child, to put this man in a situation to get him caught up in a RICO. Let's be real now. If this is somebody that you genuinely care about, and then you say, I'm gonna be the godfather to your child, you would tell them and guide them on things that would be incriminating. And it don't got nothing to do with you babysitting. Because Wack 100 wants to make it seem like I'm not babysitting nobody. This right here doesn't have anything to do with you babysitting. If you rock with somebody, forget babysitting them. You tell them, hey, yo, my man, right now, this ain't the spot to do that, right? At least you tell them. Wack 100 wasn't on the platform in any way, shape, or form enlightening Luce Cannon. Yo, don't talk like that. Now, Wack would have had the world looking at him different if while he was on the show, he was saying, man, don't say that right now, right? See, I'm going to tell y'all, if you pay attention, right, to the episode that they're talking about, right, that Luce Cannon incriminate himself, Wack 100 act as if he like, man, I don't think, Luce Cannon should talk about all this right now, even though it's all over the internet. But I'm gonna let him tell you, because this dude right here is the real deal. Matter of fact, go ahead, Luce. Go ahead and say it all. And encouraged him. Use the reverse psychology as if he was going to say, don't say this and don't say that, but then pushed him on out there. Go ahead and say it. Get it out. But if he was a real, genuine godfather, right? He would have said, listen, bro, don't do this. This right here is going to get you indicted because, like he says, he always knows what he's talking about. He knows how to work social media. But in this instinct right here, you had encouragement for him to incriminate himself. And you knew that it was an investigation for Big U. And I want to tell you this because Wack 100 said it himself. You said Brick Baby told you years ago. Now, see, this is what people ain't paying attention to now. You hear me? He said Brick Baby told him and 600 years ago that it was an investigation for a RICO on Big U. Now I need y'all to pay attention to that shit now, right? He said this shit, that it was an investigation years ago that Brick Baby told him was underway for a RICO coming for Big U. But you encouraged Luce Cannon to go on No Jumper to talk about the situation, the same exact situation that the feds used the clip, the whole show, about him talking about Big U in a RICO. Come on now. Let's pay attention to that now. You said it yourself, Wack. You told the whole world. Brick Baby told you and 600 that it was a RICO on the way. So if you knew it was a RICO on the way, right? And you knew they was going to get Big U, right? Why would you take Luce Cannon up there for him to implicate himself in the things about the RICO with Big U? Now, I say, right, if you wanted to get your op, right, Big U, okay, you take Luce Cannon up there to No Jumper to tell on Big U, what you did, right? But if you rock with Luce Cannon the way you say you did by becoming the godfather to his child, right? You would have told him to leave out the experiences that is going to incriminate him and involve him in the activities that is going to implicate him in the crimes that got him involved in the RICO. But your whole intentions was to kill two birds in one stone. Hey, listen, I'm gonna make sure that this nigga here go up here and all the way talk about everything with his involvement and Big U's involvement so that he can be involved totally in the RICO. I don't want him to leave out what he did, right? I don't want him to say just what Big U did. I want y'all to say what y'all did. I need you to highlight what happened, right? Wack 100 been knew Dale was lining Big U up. He knew this, right? And you know what he didn't do? He didn't enlighten Luce Cannon and let him know, hey, yo, man, shit about to go down, right? I know what's going on, right? You ain't had to tell Luce Cannon that you working. You didn't have to tell Luce Cannon that you had a direct, source, a handler. But if you rock with him like that, right? You would have told him to leave his part out. But no, Wack didn't have no intentions on leaving his part out. He wanted his part to be in there so that I don't gotta tell on you. You gonna tell on yourself. If you implicate yourself involved in the criminal situations that Big U did and that you did for Big U, all I can say is, man, I ain't tell him to tell everything. I'm not the one that told him to tell on himself. If he want to come on the platform and incriminate himself, so be it. Hey, I must give him a stage. We gonna get that money, right? So what you did was you made sure Luce Cannon felt very comfortable, right? In Luce Cannon's mind, he knew that he talked about you like a dog, right? He knew it, right? But in his mind, he thought he had one up on you, right? He thought that maybe Wack ain't worried about that, right? And guess what? Wack was thinking about that shit the whole time. He said, this is the plan, right? This is the plan. I got a bigger picture. So I'm going to put the real differences aside that I got with Luce Cannon in order to get Big U. Luce Cannon thought, man, hey, man, I got what on this nigga. This nigga ain't saying nothing about what happened and when I was going at him, right? And you know what Wack did? He made Luce Cannon feel as if what Luce Cannon was doing to talk about Wack and say all the negative things about Wack being a rat and all that shit. He made Luce Cannon feel like you was doing that in order to sidetrack Big U and not let him know that you was coming on my team. Y'all hear that shit, right? Wack 100 literally made it to where Luce Cannon believed that what he was doing was to throw Big U off, right? And in all actuality, that wasn't what it was, right? His whole motive to go at Wack was for Big U. Straight up, the whole motive was to go at Big U. I meant to go at Wack for Big U, right? So when he got with Wack, he went ahead and was like, Wack saying, hey, yo, this how we gonna play it. We gonna tell the world that you was doing that to throw Big U off, right? That's all you was doing it for. And guess what? This nigga Luce Cannon believed the shit. In Wack's mind, he knew he was dealing with an idiot, right? He knew that he was dealing with a goofy. So he said, I'ma trick him into thinking that what he did, when he already knows Luce Cannon wasn't thinking that way when he was going at Wack. Straight up. He already knew it. He knew when Luce Cannon was going at Wack, he ain't have no intentions on rocking with Wack, right? But Wack presented, I'm gonna tell you now, he presented the no jumper opportunity to Luce Cannon. Hard body now. He presented the no jumper opportunity to Luce Cannon. And when he presented that opportunity, he was able to manipulate Luce Cannon's brain, right? All the shit that Luce Cannon was doing, he wasn't looking at it the same, because now Wack saying, hey, yo, we gonna do it like this and say this, and I'm gonna get you on all the major platforms, right? I'm gonna turn you up. You gonna be the star you wanted to be, right? But not understanding that you were going to be the star of a criminal investigation, whereas though the RICO was coming. That's the only star power that Luce Cannon got. Y'all see this shit now, right? That is the only star power that Luce Cannon got. And in Luce Cannon's mind, current to this day, he thinks that he made himself a star. You hear me? And his girl thinks that we became stars because of our talent. No, y'all became stars that are involved in a RICO indictment. That's it. And it was all on the dime of Wack 100. That nigga got a hell of a trick game. And I'm gonna be real, y'all. This is facts. I see the shit. I said, hold up. I sat back and thought about this shit. I said, hold up. That nigga Wack is ill. He said, I gotta befriend him, right? I gotta make him feel everything all good. As I sitting next to me, the light shines on me, the light shines on him. But all of Luce Cannon light was violence. Let's be real now. Everything that Luce Cannon was repping was violence. The no jumper situation where he robbed, stripped, beat, pistol whipped Marciano, J. Reed, right? On camera, right? So Wack 100 is lining him up in order to show and portray to the world your level of violence. Yeah, go ahead. Got him on his YouTube page, right? Because if you listen to Wack, Wack said, I've been working on this nigga since last February, right? I've been working on him. Whereas though I'm encouraging him, yeah, say whatever you want. Now let's be real. If he rocked with Luce Cannon the way he say he rocked with Luce Cannon, he would have said, hold on, bro, take it easy. But he encouraged Luce Cannon to criminally incriminate himself on every platform, including the platform that he shares with his girlfriend. And this is a fact, straight up. And Luce Cannon hasn't processed that yet. Not yet now. He hasn't processed that Wack 100 put the battery in his back and say, yo, go ahead, man, say anything you want. We good. I'm telling you that right now. I know that's what happened. He said, say whatever you want, man. We good. Nah, it's on the internet. And Luce Cannon, with a hole in the middle of his damn head, he said, okay, I'm going to go in. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to threaten everybody on the internet, anybody, any celebrity, right, for attention because we good. Wack said we good. If Wack say we good, right, and I know Wack been doing this social media thing for a long time, we good. I can say whatever I want and ain't nothing gonna happen. But the whole time, he was lining the nigga up. He agreed whatever Luce Cannon wanted to make him feel comfortable. You hear me? That was the whole mission. Whatever Luce Cannon wanted to do now, man, we gonna run down on these niggas. Y'all heard the audio, and we gonna play some of this shit again today, right? For the people, so that the people can understand, right? Y'all heard the audio, whereas though Luce Cannon is on the phone, right? And he running a game talking about when he see Travis Ford, he gonna beat Travis Ford up, but then turn around beating Jay Reed up. He's on the platform going at King Yella. He's on the platform going at Big CC. He's on the platform going at Meek Mills. He's on the platform going at everybody. And it's all with violence, right? And he's acting like this is entertainment. He's pulling up at different locations, saying when I see you, I'm going to do something to you, right? Everything to get him implicated in criminal shit, right? And Wack 100 ain't telling a nigga, oh, man, listen, that's going to get us indicted, right? Let's be real now. If Wack was a real friend and he really rocked with Luce Cannon like that, and he wasn't worried about, you know what I'm saying, what's going to come down the pipe, right? He would have said, yo, this is going to get us indicted, nigga. Hold up, you know? But you know what? Wack wasn't worried about that because he knew I'm working the case. If I'm working the case, I'm not worried about me getting indicted, right? I'm going to help him, encourage him to get indicted because I ain't worried about shit. Because if you ask Wack about anything that happened outside of No Jumper, anything that happened on the podcast, doing interviews, right? Wack say, man, I ain't do shit. Straight up. That's Wack, man. I ain't do shit. What you mean? Hold up. I ain't stopping another grown man from what he want to do. If he want to do what he want to do, I can't say nothing. But you had the ability to give the man a little insight as well as you put him on the platform, right? You could have said, hold on, bro. Listen, this right here going to turn into something, right? Because I really come from the street, right? If I see somebody around me, right, I understand what is going to get us implicated inside of an indictment, right? I understand if we hang around them jokers over there and they doing wrong, even though we not doing wrong, that's going to get us in an indictment. So I'm going to say, bro, we not hanging around them jokers, bro, because that's going to involve us in an indictment, right? But Wack 100 ain't do that. He stood right next to this dude, right? While different things took place. And guess what? His main man, the guy that he said, I'll be the godfather to your child, got indicted in the RICO, right? The man that he said, I'll be the godfather to your child, robbed, pistol whipped, beat, and stripped people outside of No Jumper, right? And guess what? Wack say, man, I ain't do nothing. Hold up. I can't tell that man what to do when we all know they came up there to talk to you. It wasn't for Luce Cannon, right? The conversation wasn't for Luce. The conversation was for you. So in order for you to act like you act and you thinking that this going to separate me from whatever, when we all know Luce Cannon didn't have the fake contract with Dash Network. You did. Not Luce Cannon, right? You had the bogus Fufafi contract with Dash Network, not Luce. So why would Jay Reed be coming just to see Luce Cannon? If we being real, right? You was at that dinner, right? You sat down at the dinner with Jay Reed, right? And Luce Cannon, right? So just so happenly, Jay Reed come up to no jumper, right? And you get amnesia. You hear me? Your brain goes into a dementia stage. Oh, I don't know nothing. Like, people out here don't got no common sense. Like, we not paying attention that you went up there and he was coming to talk to you, right? So if he was coming to talk to you, right? And Luce Cannon goes off the deep end, why would Luce Cannon go off the deep end without your instructions when Luce Cannon stated to the entire world that he is an enforcer for Wack 100? He told the whole world, and you can't deny that. He said, I'm an enforcer for Wack 100. He was an enforcer for Big U. He is a flunky for people that allows him to be a flunky. And we gotta be real now. So we just calling this shit out, and it's facts. You hear me? You can't deny the evidence, Wack, that you put on the table. Straight up. So I guess you don't want us to break it down like that because we black. You don't want black people to break it down this way. Only white people in other cultures can break it down what they see it as. Because if black people break it down the way it actually is, we tell it. We the police. Nah, nigga. You the police, nigga. See, I understand this shit, right? And this is why, I deliver this shit the way I deliver it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. See, I'm paying attention now, Wack. Before this shit happened at No Jumper, nigga, I wasn't paying attention to your goofy ass. Straight up. Fuck, I'm gonna pay attention to you for? Nigga, what do you do? For what? You hear me? I'm not the type of person that is overexcited by celebrities, right? But this shit here, this is for a purpose. You understand? Justice for Marciano and his business. This ain't personal, Wack. This is business, right? When you involve yourself in the game of the internet and you want to commit criminal activities on the internet, it's GAME, my nigga. Facts. It's straight GAME. And you can't be mad at a soul. You hear me? You can't be mad at a soul. You made the decision, right, to put Luce Cannon in the situation so that you can get Big U and him lined up because both of them niggas was your ops, right? You just befriended the stupid op, right? We all know that's all you did. You befriended the stupid op, right? And got him to engage with you the way you wanted to. And as he engaged with you, it was all to line the nigga the fuck up. You tell the nigga whatever he want to hear. Yeah, I'm the goddad, right? Dirty bastard. I'm going to tell you straight up, you dirty, Wack. You hear me? You dirty. You are dirty. You tell that nigga I'm the goddad. Yeah, right? The baby can't even talk yet, man. When the baby get the process that his goddad lined his dad up for a lengthy prison sentence, he gonna hate your guts. You hear me? He gonna hate you. Come on, you did this to my dad, man. Damn, man. And you portrayed to be my dad's boy, my dad's so-called brother. But the whole time you never fucked with my dad at all. You dirty Wack. And I break this shit down for the people, right? So that the people can understand this shit. Because you continue to go on these platforms and you got some people confused, right? So I break it down for the people. I want the people to understand your character to the T. You hear me? I don't want them to speculate about who you are, right? Because for a long time, Wack, you had people speculating. Is he real? Is he police? Is he fake? What is he? Nah. You straight fufafi and you working with them people. And that's facts. You hear me? See, I ain't talking about no old cases. You hear me? I'm talking about what's currently in front of us, right? And I'm going to tell you, it's all self-explanatory. Fuck speculating. He's laying it on the table for you. And when he's caught up one way, he comes out and lets you know, fuck it. In so many words, how he flips it, he lets you know, fuck it. I don't care, right? But this is why I'm telling y'all, right? This pressure that I'm applying, I ain't talking about no old shit that these niggas keep talking about. I'm talking about this no jumper shit that happened in the parking lot where they robbed, beat, pistol whip, strip, Marciano, J. Reed, that shit. This pressure that I'm putting down, eventually, Wack is going to come out and say, man, fuck it. Yeah, I've been working. Who gives a fuck? You hear me? Y'all pay attention to how he embraces all the rats. Pay attention now. He embraces every rat after they rat. Come here, man. It's my friend. Yeah, because they're one of the same kind. You hear me? And we all got to be real. Not a big Pyru nigga, right? That stands on morals and principles, right? Why would you be so gun-ho to embrace all the rats? You can't do business with no other people. You say you got business with all these other businessmen, these high-level businessmen, right? But what we see is you have a direct connection and fever for all rats. If we being real, you have a direct connection and fever for all rats. And this is a fact now. You hear me? This is a fact. So we just calling it out, right? And all the rats, they're your friends. You embrace them. You hear me? They get respect from you, right? You ain't disrespecting the rats. No. But if somebody that you can't get in a headlock under a contract, and even if they didn't rat, you calling them a rat off of your assumption, right? Your assumption, right? You call them a rat and you make up a story about the person to say why they ratted, right? The same way you did Big Meech, right? You want to be a follower, Wack. You ain't no real leader. You a follower. I'm going to tell you that right now. You hear me? You a follower and you poison to the culture, right? Big Meech come out and say, 50 Cent come out and say, Big Meech is a rat. Oh, Wack jumped on that train. Ain't no proof. Meech ain't rat on nothing. But you jumped on the train because you want to be able to call somebody a rat. That's your ill, right? But you hang out with rats. So why are you so interested in calling people a rat and calling yourself the exposers if your best friends are rats? Are we thinking about this shit? Let's be real. If your best friends are rats, police, Reggie Wright, 6ix9ine, those type of jokers, right? Why are you so interested and calling people rats and saying we got to work? Huh? Can we, like, you exposing yourself consistently, Wack? But I guess it took a brother like DZ, SBGB and the fam that rock with me, you hear me? To go ahead and highlight it and break it down so that everybody can understand this shit, right? Because I'm gonna keep it a bean. Since I've been rocking this shit consistently, right? Niggas ain't talking about nothing else. And that's a fact. Niggas don't want to put no other shit on their channel. I'm going to tell you that right now. Since I found the lane, right? And I've been making sure I've been highlighting this shit. And I'm going to keep it a bean. Can't nobody. It ain't one joker on the internet that can highlight this shit and break it down like me. And this is a fact. You point one of them niggas out and I'll say you a damn lie. I don't give a fuck about what niggas is talking about, this old shit and this case over here. And I'm talking about what's currently going on. And I'm telling you why this man is working with the authorities. Straight up. And I know Wack don't like it. You hear me? I know Wack don't like it. Because a lot of the other jokers, right? He can ignore them, right? Because they can't elaborate on this shit like DZ. You hear me? And I'm going to tell you that straight up. I don't need no fucking paperwork to see what I'm seeing and fucking dissect it. What? You going to act like I need paperwork to see what I'm seeing and dissect it? Yeah, all right. Come on now. Straight up. Straight up now. I should have been a lawyer, right? I should have been a private investigator. I should have been a lot of things. But I'm just a YouTuber now, right? And I'm dissecting this shit. I'm calling it like it is. It's right there, self-explanatory. But I want to tell y'all this, right? To the average person, what Wack 100 is doing, they can't dissect this shit this way, right? And I'm telling you, this is a fact. To the average person, it's hard for them to dissect it because he plays so many games, so many different ways. You gotta really understand and have experience in the streets to really understand this shit. You have to understand and have experience. And I understand that Wack has a lot of people still confused, right? Straight up. People are confused because of his delivery, because how loud he is, right? But we here now, y'all. SBGB TV is here now. And I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to be honest, right? Even some of the Clubhouse minions are listening to DZ, right? Because he's able to send a shockwave through the internet, whereas though he had a serious level of attention where he was able to confuse people, but now people are listening because of the way I'm breaking it down. They say, hold up. All right, well, Wack said this. Wack said that. Oh, man. Yeah, I overlooked that last time. Damn. Yeah, you right about that. Damn. Yeah, Wack is lying. Damn. Wack lying again. Damn. Now, Wack is coming out saying fuck it. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to it now. Wack then came out and said fuck it. We going the legal way on Trap Lord Ross, right? Fuck it. Come on, Wack. You ain't never said nothing like that, man. You ain't never, even though we know you get down like that, right? Now, you like fuck it. Wack then came out and said, man, fuck it. We going at World Star. Fuck it. Now, you want to tell all the people, right, that you going at shit legal. Fuck it. I'm going to play their game. With one point in time, nigga, you would never say nothing like that. Never. But I've been exposing this nigga so hard that he ain't got no choice but to say this shit now, right? I'm just telling y'all facts. He has no choice but to say it. So I'm telling y'all, right? Eventually, I'm gonna press this motherfucker so hard on the internet and I'm gonna push this shit that he's gonna come out and tell everybody that he's working. I'm telling y'all that now because the people around him are going to continuously let him know that I don't agree with this, right? It's gonna happen. Those rooms he keep going in and out of, they're going to let him know, man, this don't seem right, Wack. So he's going to come out and say it. See, Wack 100 went on his show a couple months ago, right? And said, it's okay to tell on the dead. He thought about this, and this is because DZ is putting this pressure. This is not because niggas is talking about some old shit, nigga. I'm talking about the current shit. I ain't talking about no old shit. Fuck all them old cases. Let them other niggas talk about that shit. I'm talking about the current no jumper situation, right? That an indictment is about to come, right? So, but I'm talking about it this way, right? And y'all know I got the facts, right? I know the facts. So we talking about that. By us continuing to talk about that, Wack goes on his podcast, right? And says, it's okay to tell on the dead. It's okay. Go ahead and tell on the dead, man. Because if I die, tell on Wack, right? Tell on Wack, man. I want y'all to tell on me. Because Wack has that as an ace in the hole. You hear me? Straight up. And when he does it, he's going to tell everybody, man, I told y'all before. We ran that content that it's okay to tell on the dead, right? Wack thinks that he has the ability to tell people when they should tell, when they should deal with rats, and he has the ability to influence. And with the minions, he has that ability because when he says, hey, yo, I'm going to go ahead and go legal on Trap Lord Ross, every fucking peon that was in that fucking room with Wack says, yeah, man, yeah, we gonna show him. We gonna show him. But if Wack said, we shouldn't do that kind of shit, they gonna say, yeah, man, we shouldn't do that. Yeah, we shouldn't go legally on that shit. Nah. If Wack say, man, it's okay to tell on the dead, every peon that's highlighting this nigga gonna say, yeah, man, Wack said it. It's all good to tell on the dead, man. That ain't really telling though, man, because they dead. If they dead, that ain't really telling. It's okay to tell on the dead. That's Wack manipulating the people so that they can push this shit out there and hopefully it stick. But a lot of things, right, stop sticking the way they used to stick for Wack. I'ma just keep it real with y'all, right? A lot of the narratives that Wack 100 was putting out there, they stopped sticking the same way. They are not, he's throwing shit at the wall right now and it's falling off. I'ma keep it a beam with y'all. That's because your boy DZ. And make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Get the like up for your boy DZ. Hit that subscribe button and share this video. I'm breaking it down for the culture. And this is a fact. I am breaking this shit down for the entire culture. While Wack 100 is sprinkling poison on the culture to keep you straight in the basement. And this is a fact. I'm enlightening the culture and letting them know that this dude is sprinkling the poison. He don't want to see us elevate at all. Straight up. We can't name nobody that's elevating. Who? Who's elevating rocking with Wack? Huh? Let's be real. Even 600 keeps his distance from Wack. Right? Even 600. We know the nigga working, right? But even 600 keeps his distance. Straight up. You hear me? And that's a fact. See, we just highlight this shit because we understand it, right? We highlight it, you know? And I know it's going to be a bunch of goofies, right? That still can't understand it. You hear me? Because their brain doesn't operate. And it's okay, right? But the people that do gravitate to what I'm saying, this is who the people I'm doing it for. And that's a fact. For the people that rock with me, that's who I do it for. I don't do it for the people that don't rock with me and they just want to be a part of the program, right? They want to be a part of the squad because they see we gonna win over here. Nah, I ain't doing it for you. I'm doing it for the people that has an open mind and they want to understand. That's where I'm at for it. You hear me? And Wack 100 definitely put himself in a situation by being involved with the no jumper situation. And that's a fact. You know, he can try to separate himself, right? But nah, you highlighted this shit already, right? You highlighted it on different platforms and you said, this is what happens when you come up there and you fuck with me. This is what happens. Facts. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Text from out of text. Hats off to everybody in the chat. Listen, I'm learning three things I want to speak on real quick regarding what I'm learning with respect to me being a subscriber to your platform.
Appreciate it.
But also, before becoming a subscriber to your platform, I've been looking at a lot of other YouTube channels that I had not subscribed to for this reason. One, they got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know, some YouTubers are, you know, covering gangsters and they're gangsters, right? You know, or they're in the streets, right? Here's what I like about you. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't get high, you in your right mind. And that's why you bring level-headed content, right? Facts. So I like facts like that about you. Second point, regarding your platform as I'm observing it, because of the other YouTubers that are covering, you know, what's becoming of media today, I get it. But what happens is I'm observing is they coverage hop. They hop from one topic coverage to another topic coverage. And let me tell you why it don't stick. When they're covering topics where you have an audience of people, particularly young kids, or those that might be pressured to become gangsters, get in the street, your platform is an observing example of content that they should be listening to so they could go in another direction. Now, I heard a caller call in before and he had to apologize to you publicly, right? Publicly, because he got the eject button when he first called because he was out of order because he didn't understand the nature and spirit of your platform. He didn't catch why you were continuously Monday through Sunday kicking ass on these topics that you continue to cover consistently without coverage hopping. So he was able to see while he was coverage hopping, he was caught up in the mix. He was confused. He didn't know what to believe, right? Until he started watching your channel and you continue to kick his ass Monday through Sunday, as well as the chat. The chat be kicking ass.
Oh, hard. I rock with y'all.
The chat is raw and authentic, right? Good energy, okay? With a community of people along with you. Here's the spirit of your platform. We're not looking to coverage hop. We're looking to make it stick.
Facts.
We're looking to make it stick. Because it's people like this that we're talking about. Listen, we can't afford to have them in our communities.
Facts.
We just can't have them in our communities, man. It's dangerous, man, for citizens like you and I and those that don't have one foot in and they're citizens, business owners, getting extorted, kids getting shot. Can't have them in our community. So we have to have alliances to make it stick. Hey, man, listen, since we're citizens, our big homie is the government. Just like how when they go down and they call a big homie to handle business in these streets, you got 18 niggas on one, man, we got the biggest gang out that we can call on and make it stick.
Make it stick.
And that's the game we're playing. And that's the game that they fear. And they don't want to play no games with channels like yours because we're going to make it stick. And you're going to only shoot yourself in the foot, stick yourself, Tony, get yourself convicted. Now, last piece. I had my daughter in the car picking her up from cosmetology school. I was listening to you along with my wife in the car on the Bluetooth. Everybody was listening to what I was listening to for a reason, particularly for my daughter. Because my wife kept asking me, who's this guy they talking about, Wack 100? I said, it's a guy you don't want in your community. And I told my daughter, it's a guy you don't want to marry. It's a guy you don't want to date. It's a guy you better not even bring that nigga to my house. And she began to understand what kind of man to date. Ladies, be careful. I'm out.
Appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. Yeah, we gonna run through some of this audio and we gonna react to it, man. And you know, y'all know, man, like, I rock with y'all. You hear me? I definitely rock with y'all. And the chat hold it down. Shout out to the chat, RM. You hear me? I appreciate y'all. Brooklyn, Unique, all the people in the chat that go hard with me. Kid, I rock with y'all, right? And we going in. And you know, the people that just got here rocking with me, you know, trust me, if you stay locked in with me, I'ma notice you. Cause you gonna be seen. I'ma understand that you rock with me. You hear me? One thing I don't rock with is wishy-washy people. I'm gonna tell y'all that now, man. And I'm gonna just keep it real. I respect everybody, but you know, wishy-washy people, I don't rock with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna continue to deliver this shit and break it down. You know, and I appreciate for all the people that rock with me, share this live. You hear me? Because I go in and I break it down. I break it down so thoroughly for people that might not understand and they're on the fence about why this and why that. If you want to understand why Wack is the way he is, all you got to do is listen to me. I break it down straight up. I break it down, and I know Wack hates that because you can't fool me. I know that you play a dirty game. I know this shit. I can see it. You the type of person that will try and befriend you, but in your mind, you're thinking of ill gains and how you can backstab. That's all you're thinking. How can I gain from this situation? You ain't thinking about helping nobody. And if you do, you're always thinking about what you can get on the back end, right? And you don't care about making sure somebody is in a place where they can elevate. It's what can benefit you. Straight up. But he'll manipulate the people saying, man, I just give this and I just do that. And well, why don't we see it? We see you causing mass chaos. We see that. That's right in our face. But we don't see any help. We don't see any encouragement because we understand that you said it yourself that people don't pay attention to encouragement. People don't pay attention to when you're trying to help somebody. All they pay attention to is when Wack 100 is helping the community self-destruct. That's all they pay attention to. And I beg to differ with that, right? I think that when you point out the people that are self-destructing and helping the community be fucked up, the people will pay attention to that. You hear me? Because Wack just thinks that if I show the people who is a rat, or I make up that this person is a rat, and I talk about the rat, that's what the people want to see. But we also see you embrace all the rats. So that's very confusing to the community, right? That's very confusing. You embrace all the rats, all of them, especially if you can do business with them. Wack 100, right? He is the type of person that will call out whoever he says is ratting, right? And he will call them out, talk about them, run the content on them, show them the work, right? But if you turn back around and say, Wack, we can do this business deal, right? I got some money on the table. You can get 25% of it, right? He no longer cares that you ratted. See, his understanding is the urban community is only focused on who is ratting, who is telling. This is Wack's understanding, right? The urban community is only worried about who is a rat. So if I keep pushing that to the urban community, I'll keep getting the attention. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. Say it again.
Devin, calling out of Minnesota.
What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, y'all? I've been supporting you since you had like under 2,000 subscribers.
I appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, and so, man, I used to be a big supporter of Wack 100 through the years. It's like, I've been watching you, and it's like, nigga waking up at the fucking Matrix. I'm like, damn, this man is right. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I ain't seen nobody talk about it or break it down like you, bro, through these months. And it's like, damn, nigga waking it up out of a coma. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate that, my brother.
Yeah, and one other thing. How I know you even know right? Do you remember like through the years when Wack first hit the scene, and man, you used to see him with the rapper Game, and you notice through time you don't see Game with Wack, and that's how I know the stuff you saying these are right. You know what I'm saying? I know the rapper Game has seen this shit, and he would have been said, man, nah, that ain't right, that ain't true. He ain't doing nothing because he know what's going on behind the scenes with Wack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I just wanted to point that out. And also, you look like the singer, The Dream. I don't know if nobody ever told you that.
Okay, man, I appreciate it, my brother.
Bet. Thank
stay locked in.
Bet.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. We continue to break this shit down, and we not stopping. It's like, I just want to, enlighten the people, the people that thinks that Wack 100 is the truth and, that he's a real character. Don't believe it. You hear me? Straight up. But we gonna play this joint right here, man. And we gonna react to it. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. I appreciate all of y'all, man. And that's a fact. Let's get into this shit, man.
Dude, yeah, you told him to leave the dime alone, leave the girl alone. He ain't want to leave her alone. And he a grown ass man, gonna do what he want. I told him already. He ain't want to listen.
Blueface don't look like he listen to nobody, bro.
Blueface, baby. Maybe it's just because of my name and who I don't know, bro. But like,
Oh my God.
very simple. If I do a merch deal with you, my business with you is merch.
If you go do a movie, don't ask me why did he play a role in the movie. I ain't got nothing to do with his movie shit, bro. My contract is what I do. That's it.
So let me ask you a question, bro. If Blueface come on one of them podcasts with you talking that shit Luce Cannon was talking, you not gonna stop him?
That's his business. He's done it before. We've done podcasts
Let's all
together.
go to jail.
We've done podcasts together, and Blueface talks about what he talk about. Matter of fact, we was on No Jumper together. Go pull it up. Blueface, you gonna talk about what he talk about.
I feel like you're lying because you're his manager. As a
Appreciate that membership. Too much.
manager, you have to media train this. You know.
Nah. We do media training when it comes to radio. I'm gonna be real. Media training is for radio. We don't do podcast media training, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. When it comes to radio,
but either way, he's still trained, so he know what and what not to do.
Nah, that ain't. When it comes to radio and the media training, the only media training we do is we give them certain bullet points about the song we promote. Other than that, go be who you are, bro. Like, we can't. There's no way of stopping that. You're lying.
That nigga don't listen to his mama, bro. Which means y'all think he was listening to?
Yeah, we not. Yeah, we don't.
Amanda, I appreciate the donation, Amanda. I really appreciate you.
You can't stop it because you're live. When we do media training, is teaching them how to market and promote the product. You get what I'm saying? Well, they get up there and say, "Hey, Blue, man, so tell me about your love life." We don't talk to him about these things. We don't know what they're going to say. He might say he don't want to talk about it. He might start talking about it. I don't know. All we concerned with is the marketing and the promotion of the product. We got you here because we got money on the song we spend money on, and this is what we need you to make sure you touch bases on these things. We also tell the person on the other side, make sure you ask them these questions. And whatever other questions you're going to ask, that's what y'all do. So I don't know what y'all thinking, bro. This ain't no, you got a thing in your ear, we telling you don't answer. That ain't what we do. It takes away the authenticity of this for the fans, bro. Like, this is gonna be authentic. You got something like Pimp C. You thinking about no Pimp C, what to do, what not to do. He would be who he was. He who he was because of how he talked, how he carried himself. Kevin Gates is another that's erratic. You don't know what he gonna say. How you think Kevin Gates got up here and said, "Yeah, Nick, my cousin." You think he was gonna say that? Yeah, I drunk my girl's piss. Niggas don't know he gonna say that. But guess what? That's what makes him him.
But you gotta admit, people like that, you look at them and you judge them. Like, you be like, nah.
Hey, yo, that's him.
Hey, yo, I can talk now. Hold on real quick. Hey, Wack. Bitch, you gonna quit talking about you got paperwork, you hoe ass. Produce it.
We done with Billy Red. You know what you did, Billy.
You don't even know my
name.
You
know what you did, Billy. We got your whole script.
Well, if
you
live
keep
in
talking,
world,
I'm gonna read it on No Jumper.
Produce it.
We gonna read it on No Jumper this week.
Produce it.
You make sure you watch it so you can hear what we read.
Produce it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, bro, like, we don't, that's not what that is. You can't take away from who he is by telling him what he can and can't talk about. Okay?
I think some people are.
So, anybody that does business with Wack, you gotta understand he cares nothing about you at all. It's only about making sure Adam is straight. It ain't about you. So if he brings you to No Jumper, it's nothing about you. It's about bringing situations to Adam. You can incriminate yourself. He don't give a fuck. You're nothing to him. And it's about the business. And you are just a tool to use in the business. So this is how he treated Luce Cannon, because it was big business with Luce Cannon. He had a major situation coming because of the indictment, right? The RICO shit. And you did it on a platform and brought all the attention to Adam. Pay attention to that shit.
say some off the wall because they'll bring more attraction to you.
I mean, that's a fact. That's what it is.
Like, once people are good trained you to be like, yo, Jump, say some shit that's going to throw people off. That's gonna
I'm going to be real. Don't do that because we really don't anticipate or we don't know we don't know what be going through. I ain't get that though.
Man, truthfully, the way that shit be, them niggas be using whacking them to go viral. Them niggas want to go on whacking their vote on the platform to snitch. They been wanting to do that. They just needed the platform.
That's a fact.
Nah, I'm not agreeing with that.
I mean, before Wack and Adam 22 was doing their thing together, nigga, all the niggas going.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm not a babysitter. And when come up there to speak their piece, I'm gonna let them speak their piece.
That's ill.
I didn't see niggas in LA do exactly what they niggas is doing on podcasts, on live, their own live for free. Nigga, all that talking that they do on podcasts.
Man, I done seen niggas on live flash guns and all kind of crazy.
I'm like, nigga, they do that shit for free anyway. Some shit, if niggas get paid off them, fuck it. Let's stay focused. Yeah, like if they want to pay back to go switch on themselves, go pay back.
By blaming them, I'm just saying, like, as a nigga who's supposed to supposedly know better, or feel like he know better, you supposed to be that voice of reason.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah,
No, I'm not Moses. No. How many times I gotta tell you? No, that's not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not responsible for the next man's actions. I'm not. Sorry.
Now this right here, Luce Cannon is supposed to be his brother. He's supposed to be the godfather to the man's child. He don't give a fuck, right? Because he never fucked with Luce Cannon. He never forgot how Luce Cannon went on podcasts talking about him. He never forgot. He had to put that shit to the side in order to complete this mission. And the mission got completed.
That nigga said, oh yeah, you're right, but I'm not.
I hope what them niggas did is a learning lesson.
I'm
not. Yeah, like this nigga want me to be something like, no, I'm not.
It's the way to say that. No. I love chaos.
I don't get what he ain't understanding. What you want me to be, I'm not doing it.
Why would you let them
right, bro? That's not right, bro.
Okay, that's cool. It's not right of what they say.
I want you to just be a good citizen to the people.
Yeah, you got a platform.
Gremlin, I don't understand.
That's why I'm laughing at Ron, the nigga, arguing on this stuff.
You gotta help them.
Oh, me to,
knowing damn well he not.
Maybe you shouldn't say that.
Ron,
I though, but if a nigga pay you, alright, so they pay him $30,000, right? They come on there, they do the podcast, and they talking, and he like, nah, stop talking about that.
I'm not doing that, bro.
I'm gonna be like,
really,
So it was more important for Adam to get the content than the person that you say that you're the godfather to the child to not incriminate themselves. It was more important for Adam to get the content and for you to make sure that they incriminate themselves and tell on Big U your op. So you let everybody know that you really line this shit up. That's like a fact. But for you not to just come out and say you lined it up, you just keep saying that I'm not stopping nobody from talking. See, he sat around and thought about this, right? He literally sat around and said, all I'm going to say is, man, I'm not stopping nobody from talking. See, Wack sits in his house and he comes up with this shit, right? And when he comes up with this shit, he has a story and he just fucking sticks to it. Man, I'm not stopping nobody from shit. In order to make me not look like I line this up, I'm going to just say, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not stopping nobody from doing what they doing. Come on now. So you mean to tell me you'll let your child go up there and do this? And this is what I hope somebody on Clubhouse asked him. And he'll have a story for that. I'm not going to let my child go on no jumper. You wouldn't stop your own child from incriminating themselves in a legal situation? I want to know that one. One of y'all Clubhouse dudes ask Wack that shit.
Interview though, they paid for this.
Yeah, they paying for their interview.
Yeah, that's
So now you want me to tell him what he can and can't talk about in an interview he
Hey,
paid
at the end of the day, you can say what you want. A little incrimination puts you on the map.
You gotta even think about this. Sometimes they get into it with the people they interview.
Look at Woody.
A little telling on yourself.
They be getting into it with
This
some of them
nigga
niggas.
Woody
So
out
like,
here
that
getting
shit don't be
coochie
scripted at all. That shit be
in
random
bags.
and wrong.
Yeah, ain't nothing scripted about that shit, bro.
Podcast, my nigga.
Nigga doing 20v1 all day with his snitching.
Hey, bro, it's nothing scripted about that shit, bro. That's random, nigga. Straight up, walk in. Half these niggas, this is the first time. This the first time we all seen each other in our life, and we sit down and what's up, homie? So you want to come talk? What you got going on? What's going on? I got a movie going on. I got a mixtape. Whoop de whoop. I got a magazine.
You too. I know you
He keep talking about this damn mixtape magazine shit. That's not what y'all be talking about. Y'all be talking about robbing this nigga right here.
Facts. Talking about straight robberies and shit like that.
Talk about that.
That's what you
They talk about that.
What the fuck, bro? They don't just bring the cake around and you look at it. No, cut the cake too.
Yeah.
What is it talking about, bro? I don't got to do with
Talking about a birthday cake. You hungry? What?
Hey, what are you talking about? Like, what is what he do, bro?
You ain't just bring the cake right.
Do is what he do.
This nigga trying to act all innocent, bro. Out of here.
What do you mean?
Alright, so look,
You cannot hold me accountable for what comes out another man's mouth.
No. You were
Dang,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you why right now. Because you was on Jim Jones' ass same time. How is he on the wiretap and his ass ain't in jail? How is your ass on the podcast and your ass ain't in jail?
Well, what I say?
What I say?
What did I say?
It's in the paperwork.
What did I say?
You said...
on the paperwork, it says that you're a rival of Big U. That's all.
Okay, so now I'm supposed to be in jail for that?
It's multiple things. Big U.
No, and the paper
Crazy, bro.
says
There's
that
multiple
he's just a
things.
rival.
When Big U pulled up on you and he was about to beat your ass and he was like, Joe.
If that's what you want to believe, about to, like, what you mean about to? Calling you a rat for 2 years and you catch him by himself, he ain't slow. What stops 20 from approaching that man?
That Drake. And I ain't talking OVO.
Either way.
That Drake. And I ain't
Hey, I'm
talking
just saying,
OVO.
there's no about
Look
to.
at this paperwork. How is you not?
I'm all over where?
Suited up, ready to go.
Bro, you old.
Where am I all over?
How are you?
You want to blame me because of talking about me? Are you slow?
Like, you was doing the same shit
Hey,
to some Jones.
Hey, what's top 20 gang members ready to go out and suited up, ready to go? That Drake.
So what you saying? You had a gun on you?
That boy had that Drake.
Hey,
He had that
get a poll. Look, yo, tough.
Listen to
You
this.
hear your mans? Now I'm gonna show you what I don't do. I don't answer them kind of questions, dummy. See, so I can say, well, why would you ask me that? You the police?
Oh, shit.
Nah, it don't matter,
Now you
bro.
done gave
It
him
don't
content.
matter. It
Now
don't
you done
matter.
gave this nigga.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
No, why would you ask me that? Are you the police?
It's a
Wait,
podcast.
what do you
It's
ask?
Clubhouse. I'm asking. It's
Yes,
Clubhouse.
and
Okay, but I'm wrong for asking.
I'm asking. You said it. I'm just
No, I got the option to answer it or not, right?
you know, in that paperwork, it's Clubhouse conversations too, right?
Bro, Clubhouse got replays, bro. This is an open platform.
I'm talking to him, Wack. I'm talking to him. He don't know that.
Yeah, it's all kind of shit from other rooms that wasn't even
on Big U paperwork.
They finna use all shit you just said, bro.
See, it's
You
Clubhouse.
snitching.
I didn't even know it was Clubhouse conversations and Big U paperwork.
Yeah, what you mean? Shit he did, dummy.
Now,
Shit he did in this Duke Tim's room.
And I ain't gonna lie,
Hey,
it's like the same thing being on here and then coming on here saying some federal shit, which they do, and they get jammed up for it.
You just said it.
Who get blamed? Us? We get
Yeah,
blamed.
Tough, you did it because it was your room.
And said some shit on Clubhouse with the replays on.
Yeah, Tough, it's you. You did it. It was your room.
So now we get blamed. The dips get blamed. It's the same shit.
Come on, man. Out of here.
We can't stop them. Come in and say whatever.
This just asked me if I had a gun on me, and I'm like, I brought away some kind of question. But you talking about what you would say? Come on, bro. Today, I don't know what's gonna happen. There's rival enemies, worse enemies. They want to come up.
But we all know if you rock with Luce like you said you did, like you lied about you did, you would have told him, don't say certain things because you know you can be indicted for this shit. No, you encouraged him. Yo, he took the 40 and gave it back so he can keep 20 of it, right, Luce? Right? This is what you said.
Yeah, they can come up there. What I get, what?
Hey, Wack, y'all got to get 4 extras and Orlando back on the podcast together.
That's Adam's thing. You know, I don't.
I want you to do it.
Now listen to this shit. Listen to this.
That's Adam. Them is his people. Like I've never interviewed with 4 extras. No. Or Orlando. That's his.
Listen to this shit.
Is a company. I just got partnership in a segment. So, but you know, because of me, whatever happened up there, they say half them don't even know. I've never even seen them. I don't know them. I go up there 1 day a week. That's it. 2 hours, I'm out. Live up there every day. All day.
Oh, God, I heard that shit look like a trap.
James Hardy, I appreciate the super chat. Wack No 100 is a pure slime ball, period. Facts.
Oh, no. You death trap. You come up there playing, you better be ready to play.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, I heard that shit like
you better be ready.
They say that's like a one-way in, one-way out type shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right, on to the next one.
End of the day, it's crazy though, tough. I got telling me, Wack, you responsible for what a grown say and what he paid to do. Nah, bro. Nah.
That's ill.
That's not me.
And that's ill. He's saying Luce Cannon paid to come up there and be on No Jumper. He didn't get paid. He paid to be on No Jumper to incriminate himself and talk about Big U being involved with him doing extortions, him on the phone with Nipsey, him on the phone 30 minutes before Nipsey died and all this shit. He paid for this shit. And you saying this is your man's. And you wouldn't say, hold on, man. I don't think that's for this platform.
I think what they're really trying to tell you is, bro, you
piece
gotta
of
be a
shit.
better person, Wack. You gotta study these young men.
Man, I'm not. Hey, bro. Hey, listen, man. Listen. I worry about me and mine, bro. What another gonna do, bro.
Yeah, you should.
Yo, you hear him? I worry about me and mine. What another nigga gonna do, he gonna do. I worry about me and mine. This is the person that he was connected at the hip. You said when the light shine on you, you want the light to shine on him. That's some ill shit.
I give a want to make me everybody daddy. I got 2 kids. I got 2 biological, and I got 3 by my woman. And then that, I don't give a damn. I don't care. They've been rolling through and do heinous, but step right over it and keep moving.
Shit, that's how you survive.
That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. This is me. You supposed to know. You're supposed to. How about you make that your mission and you go do that? I'm not doing no Martin Luther King work. I'm not doing no Malcolm X work. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to do business who I do business with, and I'm going to keep moving.
Ill. It's just ill. Allison, I appreciate the donation. I appreciate you, Allison. Facts. Hey, yo, Wack is ill. He talking about I ain't Martin Luther King and all this. This is supposed to be your boy, though. And this is why I tell y'all he lined Luce Cannon up. He never cared about Luce Cannon. Wack 100 lined Luce Cannon up. This is a fact. This is not a fucking assumption. It's a fact. Because if you didn't line him up, you would feel some type of sympathy that the man did this if you rocked with him. but you don't give a fuck, and you saying I don't care about him. My kids is my kids. I'm not babysitting no grown man.
That simple.
Yeah, mother get into the business of sabotaging. She's profitable.
Sabotaging.
Yeah,
Sabotaging is something you intentionally do.
That's what you doing.
Yeah.
How do you intentionally do something when it's the person bringing the information that you don't know about?
Because you the one. It's like, bro, you're messy, bro. You can't act like you're not messy, bro. Like, that's
What are you talking about? What else you want me to be responsible for?
What the heck? Bro,
If you wash his car?
Why are you letting Blueface get locked
That's crazy.
Well,
That was the one
that's a man that commit. Listen, bro. I keep telling you, I do the music side, right?
Nah, I'm playing. That's
When a man want to go somewhere and do something, that's his business. I can advise, right? I can advise you.
I agree with you, man. You can't do shit.
That's what me to do. If I'm at home sleep, I wake up. Yo, what up, Blueface in jail? What you mean? He went over here. Damn, I told 4 extras yesterday. This real shit. 4 extras called me yesterday about 4
Listen to
o'clock.
this shit.
Hey, homie, you know they waiting to lock you up for being around gang members at your hood day. You need to go home. Nah, Wack, you right. I ain't gonna let them get me. I wake up this morning, his videos everywhere, him around 50 of his homies at hood day. It's a good chance they gonna come get it. I told him, bro, you don't want to stop giving them. You can't be around your homies. You get off June 1st. Lay low. I know it's your hood day. Go ahead, lay low, kick it with your chicks, stay out the way. Somebody gonna put you on camera or something, then it's over with. Nah, you right. I wake up this morning, there's shit everywhere. So what happens when this PO gets in?
Now, he took it upon himself to tell 4 extras not to go to his hood day, right? He took it upon himself now to tell 4 extras not to go to his hood day. But you couldn't tell Luce Cannon not to incriminate himself. Let's be real. He didn't tell him because he wanted to line him the fuck up. Let's be real. You told 4 extras not to go somewhere, but you not saying I told Luce Cannon not to do it. You saying I let him go do it. This is how he telling on himself that you lined him up. Facts. And I'm gonna be real.
He not gonna be outside no more.
I give a lot of advice. Hey, bro, you don't. But whether they take it, nah, bro, that's on them. You want me to do?
You didn't tell Luce Cannon shit.
What they want to do regardless.
Hey, you niggas out there fine. I hear talk about you, nah, all that old weird ass sayings y'all got and whatever the shit is y'all be talking about and honors and morals and not that for me, not for another. To do what he want to do, he want to stick his finger in his ass and put it in his nose. That's his business. I ain't here to monitor no.
Free game.
But he didn't tell Luce Cannon anything. But you proudly said I told 4 extra not to go to his hood day, and he went anyway. But with Luce Cannon, the guy that you're saying you're the godfather of his child, you like, man, I'm gonna let that nigga talk about whatever he want. I don't care. Shit. He with the 60s. I don't care. He a crip. He can do what he want to do, right? But 4 extras, you wanted to, give him some encouragement of what not to do, but not the guy that you took to say that I'm going to be the goddad. Hey, Sharice, he lined Luce Cannon the fuck up. I'm telling you that facts. He lined Luce Cannon the fuck up, man.
Like that, bro.
No, it's just real. I'm not here to monitor no.
Nah, that was my.
I'm not here to monitor no.
Grown ass men. What is you talking about? Come on.
I ain't even that freaky.
Be grown.
I ain't even that freaky. It's comedy.
It's weird right here, but he probably look kid ain't never even lived life. He a little
No, not even that. But I ain't
man.
at it like these niggas want to go for the spell. Let them do that.
25, bro. Ain't no
Who a
kid.
lot of standing between
Yeah,
that.
you're a kid. You could have came out of my nuts. You're a kid.
Nah.
My son is 30. You could have came out of my nuts.
Dad. My dad is nothing like you.
Okay, well, guess what? But did your dad teach you, hey, son, men business is men business? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else?
My dad ain't even taught me, if you see about the crash, that's help him.
Hey, bro,
And that's how your ass end up in a whole accident,
business
a whole car crash.
Business is business.
Yo, I try to help somebody, yo.
Everything that I do, hey, bro, listen to me, bro. If, like you, I don't know you. I don't know you, bro. If you was coming to the platform, I don't know what the f*** you about to say, homie. I don't know if you saying it's real or lie. I don't know what the f*** you got going on. We gonna let the people be the judge of it. If you lie on it, you whoop ass, right? And hear it and say, yo, Wack, I'm what you talking about. Could I come defend myself? And this shit did a couple 100,000 views? Oh, yeah, come on up here, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
All you care about is money.
That's crazy. That's ill, man.
How podcasts work.
That shit is profitable.
That's fucking ill.
You sabotage.
Bro, they let my ops go up there. 2 no jumpers, stupid.
The messier it is, the more money you make.
Hey, bro, my ops go up there and say shit about me. I don't give a. It's the business.
So monkey see, monkey do.
Oh man, this nigga right here.
You trying to run a zoo, boy? And we ain't nobody doing that.
Nah, I'm just saying, like you don't gotta do what everybody do. You could be yourself. You choose to sit here and entertain bullshit, and you getting paid off of it. I get it. Like nobody say you gotta be responsible. If that's what's making your family eat, I guess I gotta do it too. Yo,
Wack.
Baby,
Wack. What 100 views look like?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Don't look like nothing.
Nah, not 100 views. What a million views look like?
I mean 100,000. Alright.
The hell?
Depending on how long it is. Depending on how many commercials in it.
I have to get paid off.
Whole lot of shit.
The commercials deduct the money? Or
you see how the people he in there talking with, they don't know what's going on.
No, the commercials will make the money.
They don't understand it.
It's what making the money. You got a 15-minute segment versus a 2-hour segment. You got more commercials in the 2-hour segment than the 15-minute segment.
That's why I nigga Wack shit. I mean, not Wack. Adam shit always 2 hours.
All day.
Nigga, cost and that shit be 35 minutes, 10 commercials.
Yeah, that nigga's getting paid for all that ads. All the niggas is contacting that nigga.
God, that nigga God.
So every 3 minutes, I ad. Like, what the fuck?
I remember that nigga Academics. I remember with Academics, right? And the nigga sent him the thing. He like, yeah, Act, we just spun the block. He says, Act, the whole video, the whole shooting, right? And I'm like, these niggas want to blame you, but it's the niggas just doing it, sending in the shit. Post this shit, Act. We'll pay you on top. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, yo, this shit wild as a motherfucker.
Nah, that's just straight up stupid. I'm not.
Bro, do you think we got people running around with cameras? This shit come from them. They send it. They send it in.
Crazy.
I just want to know how much a nigga getting paid off of it. Fuck.
You been a snitch next?
Huh?
We make a nice chunk of money. That's what we do generate. I don't know what Adam doing overall because he got the whole building. But I know we do all right on our show. I go in there for 2 hours a week.
And that nigga only said that shit just to downsize.
Oh.
Adam.
I mean, it worked. It worked for what he was doing. You didn't catch what that was all about? Like, you gotta be able to grab what all that was about. That shit was about one thing and one thing only.
cannot pay Brick Baby bail money.
Huh?
Or commissary or whatever he wants.
That whole thing was designed to start to promote the subscription-based side of No Jumper. That's it. Anything else you paying attention to, that means because you was a mental midget. That's all that was just.
Call that nigga a mental midget.
That's all that was designed to do.
This nigga Wack is.
It's the truth. This nigga talking about to not pay Brick Baby. He ain't got to pay Brick Baby shit. He don't owe Brick Baby nothing but his last check.
He was going to.
All he owe Brick Baby is his last check. That's it.
Y'all niggas foul.
Huh?
Y'all niggas is foul.
Nigga crazy.
That shit ill.
What happens to a company that continues to pay every nigga that got fired or went to jail? And you got to bring in a replacement and pay them too.
They go under.
That's called the United
Talking
America.
about.
They do that with the president.
It's different. You working with a different bag.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
you talking about the government money. Talking about, so you go to jail,
Exactly.
whatever.
That means the
Continue to
government
pay
money
him,
don't run out.
but then bring somebody in and pay them to replace them. Man, y'all blowing the head.
Yeah, he definitely talking to kids.
All of a sudden, all these niggas go to jail. No joke, but bro.
I playing Call of Duty, a bitch.
All of a sudden, all these niggas go to jail. No jumper broke.
I think he missed the whole boat. But I will tell you this:
Nah,
they
man.
picked up. They picked up 8,000. They picked up 8,000 subscribers at $5 that day. Shit, 8,000 subscribed that day. That's a quick 40, my nigga. I don't care how you look at it. It's gonna keep building.
Money like
Oh, y'all get $5 a subscriber?
That's all that was about. If you pay attention, he led to, so we're now about to start doing no jumper subscription. Yeah, he missed the boat.
Nobody about to pay for that shit. No
Aight.
going under.
Nah, there's gonna
Okay.
pay for that shit. There's niggas
They're
that pay
gonna
for
go
subscriptions
lie.
to
They're gonna pay
miscellaneous
for it.
podcasts right now, Ron. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a fact.
I
Nigga, how
listen
you
to them
think-
and they be like, oh yeah, we got members only YouTubes that is paying that.
Yeah, they definitely paying for it.
I ain't gonna lie, we should do that in the Diplomats. Somebody will do it.
All right, I sure was about to ask, like, how does somebody get on with that?
Man, shit is ill, man. Wack took it upon himself to tell 4 Extra not to go to his hood day. 4 Extra say, fuck it, I'm gonna go and get locked up. But you don't tell the nigga that you running with not to do the things that's gonna get him indicted, and now you don't care. And I'm guessing, right, that his girlfriend might be coming to the realization that Wack 100 don't rock with Luce, as he said, right? I'm guessing because they don't seem so damn eager to put out the content like they was. They went to court, right? And we gonna play that again for the people that didn't hear it. And I'm telling y'all that the no jumper indictment is coming, because I told y'all that shit is coming. That shit is in the federal complaint. The feds have the police report. There is a police report for it, right? So you better know that the indictment is coming. And we gonna see. Wack ain't care about none of this shit. He ain't care about Luce Cannon doing what he did. And we gonna see. We gonna play this motherfucker again though, man. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. You know I appreciate all y'all, man. And that's a fact. For the people that didn't hear this one, we're going to play this one again. Y'all know I want to make sure shit stuck. Y'all know how I get down, man. I want to make sure shit stick. For the people that think that it's that no jumper situation ain't nothing coming, the indictment is coming, man. And that's a fact. Make sure y'all locked in. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button.
I got there first. Wasn't nobody there. And then his lawyer got there. And we both were sitting in the hallway. And then the court reporter came, opened up the door. And when he opened up the door, he let us in. So I'm sitting in the very back row. And then Luce Cannon and two marshals come in. And when they come in, this dude Luce Cannon look at me. And if you guys could have seen the look on his face when he seen me, it was just priceless. So he looking at me, he's sitting down, and he looking back, and then he tell the bailiff, the marshals, oh, he trying to take a picture of me. He's trying to record me. So they came over there where I was at, and they was like, hey man, you can't do no recording. I was like, bro, I ain't doing no recording. My phone's in my pocket. And they was like, okay. And then he was just so worried about me being in there. He was just so fidget. And he told the marshals, he was like, if I don't fuck with nobody, can you make them leave? And they was like, oh no, we can't make him leave. Just open to the public. He's not being disrupted. So he can be here as long as he wants to, as long as he's not being disrupted. So his wife came up in there. When his wife came up in there, and then you had like 3 other people came in there and they sat to the left. And when they sat to the left, I don't know if they was FBI agent or investigators or whatever it may be. So Luce Cannon, he blurted out, hey, Eddie boy, what are you doing here? I don't fuck with you, cuz, on Neighborhood Crib. So you know me, man, I always maintain my discipline. I just sit there, I don't say nothing. You look like a fool to me, for even saying something like that, because you acting out, this is your bail hearing, and you saying some stupid shit like that. So when he said Eddie boy, the people to the left looked and they got on their phone, and then one of them went right outside. When she went out right outside, she got right on her phone. So of course they know it's Eddie Wagner. He's up in here. Used to be from Roller 60s, but he's a Muslim now. But that's Eddie boy. So they paying attention to me. They thinking I'm recording or something like that. But I'm not recording. But it's crazy because I have an iPhone and I have an Apple Watch. So I got a text and I looked at my watch. So the bailiff came, and the marshal came and said, let me talk to you outside. So when I talked to you outside, he said, hey bro, are you recording? I said, nah. I said, you want to see my phone? He said, nah, man. He said, man, I know you're not recording, man. He said, man, you got a watch? I said, yeah. And I just took the watch off and just put it in my pocket, so I went back in. So, but during the hearing, this dude, Luce Cannon, lawyer, he said, Luce Cannon, see, you got to understand, bro, when your lawyer is fighting defense for you, you giving your lawyer certain information. So Luce Cannon, lawyer, came with this synopsis. He said, Luce Cannon is a character that's not from 60s. It's a character that he's entertained people online, right? He entertained people online, and his real name is Tremaine Ashley Williams, the entertainer. And Luce Cannon is a character, right? So he's saying that he's not Luce Cannon. That's just a character. That's a thing that he do online, and he hears stuff from the streets, and he try to play tough and rough and tough like Apple Puff. And he go online and get to talking shit about, X, Y, and Z. So he tried to use that. And then they got to where I think it was 2 cases. They weren't talking about 40 cases. I don't know why everybody got 40 different cases. They was trying to identify 2 different cases, if it was him or his brother, right? So I think it was shooting in the dwelling or brandishing a gun and some other stuff. But he brought up to the point where they brought up his baby mama, where he got a restraining order on his baby mama. He was saying that he was the victim in that he had to go to court. He had to get a restraining order on that. And basically, they established that it was him. So, and then his lawyer got to talking about the no jumper incident, talking about that was a skit, that was X, Y, and Z. There's no police report, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what happened was when the prosecutor got up there, she said she went in on him, man. She got to talking about everything he was doing online, talking about people's mamas, daddies, talking about he gonna kill this person, gonna kill that person, pull up, he'll do this, he'll enforce her, and things of that nature. So she also mentioned that she wanted to play the video, the no jumper video inside the room. And they was finna play it, but the judge said that if she had a police report about the incident at No Jumper, she didn't have to do it. So she provided the police report. She actually had the police report and was finna give a copy to Luce Cannon's attorney. So that busts his bubble in a sense where you could have seen the look on his face when they said they filed a police report, because they did file a police report. They are going to charge that brother and whoever else was involved in that. They're going to charge some people for that. So, and he also was trying to get out the case, like with Big U. He was saying that he was online talking shit about Big U. Big U's a rat. Big U this, he a buster. He was talking about this, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so they're so dumb that the case that happened, the charges that happened, that they're charging him for, happened before him and Big U split. And you guys got to take into account, man, when he first came on the scene at No Jumper, what did he do? He got on there, he said that Big U sold guns and was putting serial numbers and giving them to the brothers over there in that section. He also said that they robbed the boy, Dale, but he didn't say his name, but he said they robbed, but it was Dale. We found out it was Dale at that particular time. Now we know. So he robbed, and they was up back there counting up the money. I'm sure you guys can find the video and go back to the video and see they was counting up the money. And then the victim came back up in there, and Big U took half of the money and gave it back to him, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what he's been charged with. He has been charged for extortion and robbery in that particular instant. You guys got to take you guys got to keep in mind, this dude is the biggest dummy on the planet Earth, bro. They had no recollection that was him that done that. This man was been online lying, talking about this, talking about that. But when he was lying, he told one truth, and that one truth got him in a RICO, man. Got him in a RICO. That thing he's talking about, he was Big U enforcer. He's like this and he like that. That situation that when he beat up Marley Moore, that's what got this man indicted. So this is like for education purpose only, bros. Understand this, man. If you guys are on this internet talking about any type of things, if you guys are sitting there talking about y'all did this, y'all did that, I do this and I do this and I do that, they're gonna use that against you, man. They're going to use that against you. And you guys got to be careful. Don't be threatening nobody online, bro, because they asked me when I was leaving yesterday, did I want to press charges or make a complaint for what he said about my family, what he was going to do to me, my family, my brother, my mama, and all that type of stuff. They asked me did I want to file a complaint. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. You know, do y'all thing. Be mindful. Be careful, bro. That you guys cannot go online talking about this and talking about that, talking about this individual, threatening this individual. You guys cannot do that. If you guys do that, you guys start talking about y'all content creators and all this, man, all somebody have to do is file a report on you, a complaint on you, man. And you're going to go to jail for that. You're going to get a charge for that. And also be mindful that, you know, people don't understand that if you go into a federal court or anything like that, you can't take no pictures or you can't record, because that's like you can get 3 years for that. And I knew that already. So that's why I wasn't recording. So, you know, I'm not stupid, you know, but a lot of people are stupid. But this right here, this dude is just like his fucking daddy. This dude, Luce Cannon. This dude is a rat. He told on Big U, he told online, he told on all type of shit. He was in the courtroom, man, telling on me yesterday, talking about this and this and that and this, bro. Come on, man. The dude just like his daddy. But the difference between him and his daddy, His daddy lied on so many people, 4 different people, and got him life sentence. And one of them brothers, man, devil from 5'9" Hoover that he told on, lost his life, brother, in the penitentiary because this dude, daddy, Luce Cannon, daddy, nutty, lied on that man, got that man a life top because he was a high-powered rat informant. And I'm telling you, bro, these informants, they will make up shit on you and they will lie on you just because they can get to that bag, bro. And on that note, man, wait till the minute orders come out. Dealing with Luce Cannon, I was waiting on it, but I haven't got it yet. I'm in the process of getting it, and y'all gonna see that what I'm talking about is the truth. Everybody else narrative is everybody else narrative. You know, I listened to Poetic Flacco yesterday. He was on point to a certain extent, but it wasn't 40 different charges they was talking about. No, they wasn't. They was only talking about 2. So just understand, bro, brothers and sisters, that gang culture, that gang life, don't get in that shit, man. And I'm telling you from experience, don't get into it, shake it. You can get a bag on the other side, just being a normal individual. And on that note, you people have a blessed day.
Yeah. So we see that Sharice has been quiet, right? And she uploaded on her YouTube page inside the courthouse taking video of Luce Cannon being transported inside the courthouse. And I've never seen anybody, any reporter record inside of a federal building. So she might get herself in a situation behind that. You hear me? I've never seen anybody inside of a federal building record anything and put that shit on YouTube. You hear me? So she been quiet. She been quiet now. We gonna see. You know, because the feds are watching that channel as they watch the whole YouTube, but they got evidence off of that channel, right? So, being as though that they got evidence off of that channel, they monitoring this shit as we speak. And for her taking a video of Luce Cannon being transported inside by the U.S. Marshals inside of the federal court building, that might be an issue for her. You hear me? So we gonna see. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Hey, this is Inglewood Blue, your metal wife. But anyway, RM said that he sent you something to your email and he wants you to look at it and play it. Apparently, it was a Wack sighting or something.
I seen it already, Inglewood.
No, but yeah, he just wanted me to tell you, like, to play it. I don't know if you can play videos, but yeah, we want to see it because I haven't seen it. So
I seen it. It's a video. I seen it. You can't see Wack in there though. I didn't see Wack, but I'm gonna look back at it. You can't see Wack in there.
Okay, I was just putting that out there to just give you that. Okay, love you. I'm gone.
Yeah, I seen it. RM. I just can't see Wack in there though. You see a picture of Wack's car, but I did see it, RM. Let me see. I looked at it, but I can't see a picture of. I can't see Wack. I just see Wack. I just see the car. I don't see Wack though. Yeah, I don't see Wack. You just see the car. I don't see Wack. I don't see Wack. Or is that Wack in the white car? Let me see. I don't see. Is that? Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I see the G-Wagon, but I don't see him, RM. Yeah, I see the G-Wagon, but I don't see him. Yeah. All I see is the car. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
I want to tell you, that's Wack. Look at those feet. I can recognize those duck feet. You see them?
Say it again.
The duck feet. Look at his feet.
Where are you talking about?
In the video of the G-Wagon.
Oh, see, I don't see nobody. I gotta look. You say, oh, so you only see the feet?
Yeah, those are his feet. I recognize.
Oh, you got a hell of an eye. And who this is again?
Yeah, I see those feet down there.
Okay, and who is this again?
And this is Kay from Texas.
Kay from Texas. Okay, yeah. I looked at it. I just don't see nobody though. But all right, I appreciate you pointing that out to me.
All right, thank you.
All right. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Okay. All right, now I had to look down. I see feet, but I don't see Wack though. I see the G-Wagon though. Yeah, y'all snap. Y'all got a hell of an eye there. Yeah. But in that situation right there, right? I think that Sharice might be in a little bit of trouble behind that. It's a possibility. She want to be so involved in this shit, she might have got herself involved. If we being real. She want to be a part of this shit so bad, and she want to, involve herself inside of something that's majorly going on, that her kid's father, her boyfriend, implicated himself, told on others, and he telling her you got the torch, but she don't understand how real this shit is, and some women that want to insert themselves inside of shit that their men have done, they get caught up. And I recommend for any woman, if you know the guy that you mess with is doing things in the street, tell him to keep that shit away from you. Straight up. And don't insert yourself in some type of shit that he's doing that is illegal. Don't do it. Don't involve yourself. Tell yourself, I don't want to be a part of that, because the government can grab you in this motherfucker and have you testify about something. So that there was dumb. She put the video up there and she's in the courthouse saying, I love you, while the marshals is escorting me. Like, I ain't never seen nobody record nothing inside of the federal building. I've never seen it. And, maybe she can do it, I guess, because it's not inside the courtroom. But I've never seen it inside of the federal building. And I'm just being real. So, shit ain't looking too good for Luce. Straight up. Shit ain't looking too good for Luce. And they about to come with the indictment for the no jumper. And we gonna see how, how cocky they are after that. You know, we shall see how cocky they are after that. Because they've been real cocky now. Thinking this shit's a game. And, you know, she's thinking she got some type of torch. Nah. Everybody's watching the content whenever she put it up. Because she look goofy. Y'all look like bozos. And I'm be real. This shit is a serious situation that the feds been working on for years. Like, come on now. That no jumper interview was a while ago. That wasn't no new interview. The feds been had that interview. Luce Cannon was incriminating himself the whole time while he was with Wack. Now, Wack don't care nothing about him. Wack not caring what's going on with him. Not at all. Yeah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Yeah. It's going down, man. Facts. It's going all the way down. And y'all know we keeping it real. You hear me? We keeping it real. We grinding. And yeah, they put Brick Baby shit up there about his bail being denied. We already knew the bail was going to get denied. You know, they put his shit up there that his bail got denied. Let me see here. Yeah, they put Brick Baby shit up there. They put it up there. Bail denied. Y'all see it up there. Court denies request for bail. Defendant shall remain permanently detained as previously ordered. These dudes went on a jail phone and on podcasts around the world and said we'll be out tomorrow. As if the prosecution didn't see this shit. They went on podcasts through a jail phone and said we will be out tomorrow, as if this shit was a joke. As if it was a game of the federal court system. Boy, oh boy. But you know, sometimes, you know, people got to learn the hard way, man. You know, sometimes people got to learn the hard way, man. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, you said she doing it to make a name for herself. Hey, listen. Recording inside of that federal building might have got a damn name for her. We don't know how them people gonna act. And being as though that I'm saying this shit, it would be crazy if they come up with some shit for her ass. You hear me? Like facts. It would be crazy now. SBGBTV live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Text from out of text with a question. Got a question if I can ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so listen, Wack one time went on No Jumper and he said that when he was trying to weasel his way out of not being, you know, implicated in what was the theft, the beat up, the Luce Cannon thing at what was No Jumper's place of business, where he's partnered with him, right? Now, when he tried to weasel his way out of it, he said, when the question was asked, or when he was talking about where he got the watch from, he said he got it from one of Adam's employees. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So he said that publicly, right?
Yeah.
On a podcast. And if there's a police report, my question is, do you think that since he said that publicly, he tried to not implicate himself directly, but he directly implicated himself because he got the watch from the employee? So the question now is, who gave the watch to the employee? Was that ever covered?
Nah, they didn't say that, but I'm guaranteeing you when this shit go down, they gonna want to know.
I mean, it only makes sense. Who did you get the watch from, and why he didn't ask that question? Like, yeah. I mean, like, why wasn't that discussed as far as, you know, going down the rabbit hole? Okay, well, if you got it from my employee, who did my employee get it from?
Right.
Right.
Adam should have asked that question.
Nah, he's not going to ask that question.
You know, he should have, though.
Right? He should have, right? But we're asking it on your channel.
Right.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Who gave the employee the watch? We definitely want to know that.
Yeah, was it, okay, so here's another play. Was it mailed to you or to your place of business, and your employee opened up the mail and that's how he got, I mean, what is it? Or was it directly given to the employee from who, if that's the case?
And you know what I think, right? The people in the back, Gloss and the boy Alfred, I think they gonna reveal more details about who did what. You know, because if they was, you know, not a part of the robbery part and they just did the beating and they implicated in the robbery, because you know how jokers are that want to be so tough when things go down and they are charged with certain things and they haven't done certain things. They want to say, man, I didn't do this. Well, who did it then? Who did the robbery? Who did the beating? Who did the stripping? You get what I'm saying?
And where's the property that was stolen?
$5,000 worth. That shit is in the federal complaint.
And a watch.
Yeah.
So now, okay, if they get the ratting, which we're going to see in the police report, who's saying what to include, if the employee is named in it as the recipient of the watch, then it's going to tie in, if they're ratting, who they got it from or who he got it from, I'm thinking.
Yeah, going to tie in who they got it from, because the person's going to reveal who gave him the watch. And
it's somebody on Luce Cannon's crew.
There you go. So, you know, when they come pick them dudes up, I'm thinking like they already can. The video's out there, right? They ain't got no money. They ain't got no lawyer money. And they're not, you know, trying to act like they want to, you know, be famous like Luce Cannon. So they're going to be thinking about my life. Now my life is over. And I need to, you know, try to do the best I can. Because, you know, when they get in that interrogation room and they start saying, well, you know, you're liable for everything. And you're looking at 20, 30 years for attempted murder, robbery, blah, 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 blah. They're going to be ready to tell everything.
And then here you go right here. Nevertheless, it doesn't look good for Wack, because let's just say he's capping, right? And he didn't get the watch from Adam's employee. It still makes you look like the person that you are, which is a liar, which is what we saying to the people.
Definitely a liar. And if they do get questioned up there, which they probably will, they're gonna say if they didn't get the watch from somebody else, if Wack was the one that brought it, like, man, Wack, because you heard Adam say, man, those guys came for you. I told you, and you said they was with you. And he said, no, I didn't, Adam. Oh, yes, you did.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, that was my question.
All right, I appreciate it, my brother.
Thank you, good brother.
Yeah, with that right there, we do know, you hear me, that Adam and his employees, you know, I gotta be real. They're gonna be honest with law enforcement. Straight up. They're going to be honest with law enforcement. Adam and his employees, you hear me? Them people are not going down for Wack. That old street code that, you know, Wack wants to portray, that his people, you know, stand and live by, you know, when we all know it's cap, right? Adam and them employees, they gonna keep it real, because they're going to try to make sure that they disassociate themselves with everything that happened out there. So they are going to say who the watch came from, what happened, that Adam's going to say that he greeted these people and he told Wack 100 is some guys out here for you, right? And Wack says, well, they with me, right? So that shit that Wack is trying to run the game on the people, it don't work with the people that do it for a living, right? Because you better believe they gonna want to know answers, right? And they will subpoena straight up because you already admitted to talking to Wack and saying things to Wack. So they gonna subpoena so that you can come corroborate that story. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah. And Wack was there outside of No Jumper, right? So you think that they not gonna want to hear Wack's side of the story? And if you go rob a bank, right? And you sit in the car while the other people go rob the bank, just because you didn't go in the bank, you are liable. Straight up. Wack 100 was out there. They all had a conversation. So by Wack saying to us, I had no involvement and Luce Cannon is a grown man, that shit don't set right with the people that do it for a living. You hear me? And I'm gonna be real. That shit, you can say that to the people on the internet, but shit, they not the people prosecuting the case. The people prosecuting the motherfucking case, they're gonna look at the chain of events. What happened? What led up to this, right? And trust and believe, Gloss and Alfred, they are gonna be the ones that tell what happened. Well, listen, y'all gonna be liable for whatever was involved. If it was robbery, extortion, stripping, attempted murder, right? They ain't letting Wack off the hook because right now, the IBM young bulls, they don't care about Wack. They don't care about Wack right now. They looking at it, and I think, being honest, right? Those young bulls are seeing that Wack line this shit up, right? Even though they boss, was clueless as fuck. They seeing it. They sitting out here right now like, man, Wack line Luce the fuck up, man. We don't fuck with Wack. He lined this shit up, right? So you think that those IBM bulls, you think them young bulls is gonna go sit down and let Wack continue to spin the narrative? Hey, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think they gonna turn on Wack if we being real. I think them young bulls is gonna turn on Wack, and I'm gonna keep it a beam. Cause Wack was the one that lined this shit up. Even though Luce Cannon was the one that made the move, this shit all came over the situation dealing with Dash Network. If we being real, this shit here all came over the situation dealing with Dash Network, man. And I don't think they gonna lay down on this shit by themselves. I don't even think Luce Cannon is gonna lay down on it by himself, especially when he comes to realization that Wack lined you up to tell on yourself on No Jumper. Wack put you up to going at these niggas outside, and now Wack saying fuck you. Now that's some deep shit. I can't even hold y'all, man. That this shit is ill. It's some ill shit. Yeah. That's some ill shit. Straight up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. IBM is going to tell on Luce. Facts. Facts. Think about it. They didn't gain nothing but criminal charges. That's it. You gained publicity in a criminal situation. The people only know you for this crime. You said you did a reality show. We don't know nothing about that. We still ain't seen nothing about no reality show that this nigga Gloss been on. We know that you did this shit outside of no jumper though. Facts. Everybody know this shit. So if we all know that you did this outside of no jumper, right? The police know this shit, right? You think that they not gonna come get you when in the federal court hearing they said that they got a police report? Yeah. I don't think Adam is telling everybody that they wanted that footage from outside. I don't think Adam is saying that. But I did remember hearing Adam say, I think it was last month or the month before that, everybody is saying that he's going to be the 6ix9ine of podcasting. I do remember that. Everybody said, Adam said, yo, they saying I'm going to be the 6ix9ine of podcasting. We know you going to tell. You a civilian. You got all these gang members around you. But everybody that understands life, the gang members tell. So why wouldn't civilian tell? The civilian don't got no street code to live by on some foo-faffy shit. Come on, man. Adam is going to tell. Yeah, I definitely agree with Adam's not telling everything. I agree with that. I agree with that. Adam hasn't told nobody nothing about what's going on outside of no jumper. He hasn't spoke on that, and that's his business, but I have. I know what I seen. They publicly put the fucking footage out there, and we're going to talk about it. Y'all did it, and let Wack say, right? Wack say Luce team put it out. You hear me? But we all know 600 put it out. But let Wack tell us Luce team put the footage out. But 600 told us that he put the footage out because he thought it was a skit. Now, we can't forget that. 600 said he put the footage out because he thought it was a skit. When anybody that would have seen that damn footage would have knew that wasn't no damn skit. That shit was real action. But 600 want to make it look like that it was a fucking skit. Nah, I ain't going for that one. I'm going to be real. I ain't going for that one. Not at all. But nothing about it is skit. And I told y'all that they could try to run that shit to the internet, right? Every time I tell y'all this shit, it comes like right out. Wack and Luce Cannon could try to run bullshit narratives to the internet, but you can't run that shit to the people that do it for a living. You can run it to people that are oblivious to the fucking law and how shit work. But you cannot run that shit to people that do it for a living. And that's a fact. Appreciate the super chat, JR Gets Bread. Just shows how crazy the world has gotten when dudes are happy to be compared to 6ix9ine. Ain't that some shit? Adam say he gonna be the podcast 6ix9ine. That is some ill shit. Clubhouse going down too. Of course. Clubhouse is only being upheld because of Wack. They over there getting audio like a motherfucker. They are over there getting audio. Straight up. Wack is there. Anywhere Wack is at, they getting audio. Straight up. Anywhere Wack is talking negative, oh, the feds is there. They getting that audio. And for him to talk about it so like regular, nigga, and then say what I say. Nigga, how I'ma remember every detail when you saying this shit and you putting it out there? So you want me to remember every detail of the negative shit you said? Well, we know damn well the recent shit that you went public with was Aaron the plumber. But now you telling us you trolling. And you want us to believe this though. That's what the crazy thing is. You said you trolling. Huh? I think that's a little more than trolling, Wack. You telling the man $1,500 or get him knocked off and you'll go see his family. That's a little more than trolling. That's beyond trolling. If we being real. You saying I will go see your family, $1,500 to get you knocked off. That's beyond trolling. Straight up. Straight up. You said they deleted every comment that you made, but they don't block you off the chat. You said, did you see No Jumper interview with Luce Cannon, twin brother? Laugh out loud. And the guy broke down the case. I was in the chat calling all of them out. Okay, you said Luce Cannon was on No Jumper, or was he on Streets TV? They ran something on No Jumper. I ain't see that. I gotta check that out. Yeah, I gotta check that one out. When was that interview posted, Superfly? Because I ain't see that one. You said his twin brother. When did they post the interview? Today? And it was on No Jumper? I gotta go check that one out. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Yeah. Y'all know we gotta check that one out. Facts. Yeah, we gotta check that out. Yeah, shit. We definitely gotta check that one out. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. You said you sent me the link. Yeah, I gotta see that one. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody said Luce getting baptized tomorrow. Yeah, well, I ain't getting no link for no Jumper joint with Luce Cannon. Let me see. Did you send it to my email? I ain't get that. Yeah. You said Dizzy. You said Dizzy. You said Dizzy. You got Wack jumping over there. Oh yeah, we already know. I know what it is. And you know, since I've been putting this pressure, people been definitely saying something to him. They definitely been saying something to him because the way they talking, you can tell they been listening. You hear me? The way that people been talking, you can tell they been listening. And you know, I break this shit down. Facts. Yeah. Luce Cannon done dug himself in the hole so deep. Ain't no getting out of this shit. Nah, ain't no getting out of it. And the thing that he hasn't, I guess, understand yet, or maybe he is starting to understand that you got more charges coming. And you got the violation of probation in the state for the domestic violence shit. And you know the feds want daytime first, and then they send your ass to the state. So Luce ain't understanding that yet. He talking about getting out. Why would you think about getting out when you already know you got a violation of probation? You have a violation of probation now, right? And the feds put inside of a complaint about no jumper, right? You know that these prosecutors can contact other prosecutors. They can contact other law enforcement officers about the situation. And I don't understand how Luce Cannon wouldn't think that the federal prosecutors, after this was in the indictment, and I'm thinking Sharice would have told him, yo, inside your indictment, inside your complaint, they talked about the no jumper shit, right? I'm thinking that she would have told him and he would have understood that it's real. But his attorney saying that there's no police report and not knowing that there's a police report, that lets you know that there is a court-appointed attorney, right, that they gave him, and he just doing his job. He don't give a fuck if Luce get convicted or if he beat it. He don't care. He doing his job, and he's not doing no homework. Straight up. Yeah, you can send it to me, Superfly. Just send it to me. You said it's a no jumper interview, or you might be talking about the old interview that I seen. If it's a new one, we'll check it out. But if you're sending me something that older, then I think I already seen the one with his twin brother on Streets TV. But you gotta let me know. If it's on no jumper, let me know. He said, yeah, he seen that one. If it's on no jumper, that's the difference. He said, I told him they had the video. Of course. Y'all know they got the video. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that one already. Man, Sharice ain't get that attorney no damn money. Hell no. That was a lie, you know. And I gotta be honest, man. When you are involved with a person that does certain things, you know, and they like attention. So she got used to Luce Cannon being a liar for the attention. She doing the same thing. That's all. She does the exact same thing that he does. So her saying that she gave 50K was trying to paint the image like he had an attorney. This boy ain't got no attorney. But as long as we keep continuing to, you know, do what we doing, right? You know, people like that, right? That lie a lot. When they are like completely busted, it really breaks them down. They want to cry. They want to ask for help because the lie didn't hold up. You hear me? Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. Yeah. You said that 50K going on butt shots. You said Choke No Joke, the only celebrity on Wack's head. Probably. Yeah. Coming from the Deacon. Appreciate the super chat, Deacon. Facts. Facts. Let me see. I think Baton Don was asking. They got a police report. We know that. And, you know, I know some information. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that the police report was there. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that. You know, I already knew the police report was there. You know, DZ. Y'all know DZ plugged in. You hear me? I'm plugged in like the local, you know, vacuum. You hear me? I'm plugged in like the plug-in air freshener. I'm plugged in. I'm right plugged in your living room. You know? Yeah. I knew the no jumper situation had a police report already. I knew that. Straight up. I knew that a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You said, did y'all know Big U let Wack sleep on his floor? Yeah, we knew Big U let Wack sleep in the crib. You know, but Wack can tell you he let Big U sleep on the couch. I think they both probably did it. You know, they both, because they was rocking for 17 years. So I'm sure both of them did things for one another. You know, I can agree to that. But you know, let Wack say he's the only one that did something ever. Yeah, I know both of them definitely, you know, did shit for each other. Yeah, let's see. We know it's on though. JR Gets Bread says, since when Choke No Joke become a celebrity? Choke No Joke. Yeah. He said they had some sleepovers. No tears on the couch. You said Deacon Weasel to make up for Big U crying on his couch. But yeah, man, I already knew that it was a police report, right? I knew that. I already knew that. Yeah. And I'm telling you now that people have been identified. Man. SBGB-TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Understand. How they think it wouldn't be a police report. That's like being dropped off at the hospital and you shot. The doctors and the nurses, they have an obligation to report to the authorities of what's going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
So even if he didn't file a police report, the way he came in just in a few hours or maybe a day did to almost death-defying health issues. They had to report that. You don't think they was in there taking pictures of him and all of that?
You know it.
So whether he reported it or not, because of the way he came in, they probably put him in a confidential spot, because back in the day in LA, people used to get shot from gangbanging and all that, and the job wasn't finished, and they would come up to the hospital like they was family and just dome you in a room. And it just didn't go on here, it went on around the country.
Right.
So what would make them think that there's no jail report? It's just because what they doing is they keeping reports of them using that cellmate app where you pay for it and you go in and you type in people names to see if they there, and they ain't there. You don't think they gonna be able to trace that back to who checked in to see where the police report was?
Yeah.
You know, so some things you don't need. I learned a long time ago. Never tell a person in front of the police, I'm gonna kick your ass again. They was like, ma'am, just turn around and put your hands behind your back. Do you know that's a terrorist threat? That bill $50,000 just for telling somebody, I'm gonna kick your ass in front of somebody else. Be it if you can kick their ass or not.
Right.
They gon' come get you. My next issue is education is very vital, and it starts at home. As parents, we got to do better. We got to be better protectors over our children. We got to be careful who we let around our children, who we leave our children with, because they grow up to be monsters and they are menace to society. No protection, no education. I sometimes laugh when people learn big words from other people and they try to use them, and because I got a little education, meaning I graduated high school, did some college, and did good for myself a little bit, I'll be like, that ain't even the definition of that word. That word don't even go in that sentence like that. I hate when people text me and they don't know how to use words like there, it's,
Right.
or. You gotta learn how to read. And last but not least, when you get into certain situations, you need a paid lawyer. This is a paid lawyer certain situation, because what them public defenders do, the key word is they defend those that are part of the public. When you're locked up, you're no longer a public civilian. You belong to the state or whoever coming to get you. You don't think them people be going to lunch and breakfast and talking on the phone with them prosecutors and trading cases? No matter how they make you think that they don't like each other in court when they going back and forth, when they get out in them hallways, they bumping elbows and pumping fists, and they sharing information. And that's all I want to say. And I want you to stay doing what you're doing, and you know God bless you.
I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much for educating us and letting us have a voice on your panel. It means a lot, because in this Black community, we tired of being put down and being told it's this person, this culture that's holding us back. No, it's the people that we look up to and we put in certain positions. They the ones that's ripping us off and pimping us, and we don't even know it until it's too late. And for all of them over there, now they know it's too late. Wack them played them all to the left, to the moon and back, and now they finna be stuck on Mars.
Facts.
Be blessed, my love.
I appreciate you.
Always.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. It is a fact that all attorneys, they laugh together. And those court-appointed attorneys and public defenders, you got to understand that they're in the courthouse with their fellow classmates all the time. Even though they on different sides of the field, they're in the courthouse and they converse with each other all the time. Your case just got sat on their table. So you have to understand that they have a relationship before you. And I gotta be real, they all go to school for the same thing. They're all attorneys. The hand of one is the hand of all. I'ma just keep it a bean. For the people that don't understand that shit, they all work together. You hear me? The prosecutors and court-appointed attorneys, public defenders, and the judge are all of one. They rock together. They will send your ass up the river if you a person that's destroying the community and you don't have any representation. They have a job to do. It is a part of our legal system for you to have an attorney. So they'll provide you with one, right? But they don't care about you getting free. They care about prosecuting the case. So what they do is they act like they there for you. Luce Cannon doesn't have a paid attorney. He has a court-appointed attorney. That attorney doesn't care about him. He doesn't even know that there's a police report for the situation. He's allowing Luce Cannon to tell him that this was all a skit. Because you have to understand that he's going to listen to his client. That's his job. His job is to deliver what his client is asking. Right? That's any attorney's job. So this is a public defender. So if you ask him to deliver this message this way, he's going to deliver it. Yeah, this was a skit, right? But he's listening to somebody that we all know doesn't have common sense or any knowledge of the law. So he's just listening, following directives, because if he doesn't, Luce Cannon can file an appeal for ineffective assistant counsel. You understand what I'm saying? If the attorney does not follow the instructions and try to, put that effort forward to make it like, he's representing him and he's doing his thing, Luce Cannon can file for appeal rights for ineffective assistant counsel. You hear me? And try to get his case back in court. So the attorney, is a paid lawyer, or a matter of fact, a court-appointed attorney or a public defender, he's going to play that part because he's appointed by the court. The public defender rocks with the court, appointed by the court as well. So he has to make it look real good. You hear me? So, you got to understand that shit, right? And that's how the game go, man. The game is played their way. It's their game. You understand this shit, right? It's their game. The law is their game. This is why, they handle you the way they handle you, because they know it's their game. You're just a pawn in their game. They're going to corner you eventually, and get you off the board. And if you give them the opportunity, what they going to do? They're going to crush you. And this is what Luce Cannon did. He gave them the opportunity by incriminating himself over and over and over again. And they have overwhelming evidence. So there's no way that Luce Cannon is going to beat any of these charges. There's no way. Every charge that he has, including with the charges that he's about to receive, he has no fight. His violation of probation for domestic violence, he has no win. So Luce Cannon is going to get time for this federal case that he has with this RICO case. He's going to get time for the situation for violation of probation. He's going to get time for no jumper. Luce Cannon is going to get his socks rocked. And this is a fact. No cap. But I bet you Wack won't say that on Clubhouse, I guess, no more. Even though we all know, right, that Wack 100 understands that Luce Cannon doesn't have a fight. Wack 100 himself understands that Luce Cannon does not have a win in this situation. And for the people that, haven't heard it, I'm going to let y'all hear this shit again. For the people that haven't heard it, man. Wack knows that Luce Cannon is cooked, but he's playing dumb everywhere. He knows. You hear me?
I know the nigga personally. I know Victim 1. I know him. Did business with him. He was just on my phone. Yeah, I know him. I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do read the scripts in his book shows. I know the nigga. Now Luce is all the way up. Luce up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up into March 15th, March 14th, which lets me know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. So, yes, I got the whole call. Call up. It's bad business. I said and thought about it. I said, and them niggas just called me in October. Twice. October 14th, October 15th. And these niggas was having this conversation. Dale said he had to turn himself in December. He said, what? Big U's hot. He working. I'm not gonna lie. He admitted it. I work it. I told him Big U been extorting me. That nigga. Wack, when I did business with you, it was real business. Even when I owed your people, shut down to me and it was fair business. We made a deal, we negotiated, you shook hands, you left. You left me with the people. Whenever I sent you money to deliver orders, you always delivered. But these niggas want to come over here playing with me. right? And then him and Luce got to talking about whatever they was talking about. Thinking about it is like, yeah, this is gonna turn out up, because they was just on my phone in October, and Dale and Luce Cannon was wide open with their conversation.
Yeah. So, you know, Wack is all over the place, right? You hear me? Wack is all over the place. And, you know, 1 minute he says Luce is cooked. The next minute he says Luce should be able to get off the RICO. So Wack is doing that to keep the people confused of him being the one that orchestrated all this shit. He's doing that to keep the people confused of him being the one that orchestrated all this shit. And that's a fact. And we just gonna keep it real. You hear me? We just gonna keep it real, man. And y'all know how we rocking, man. We ain't stopping, you know. We gonna definitely have the late night show tonight. You know, the same thing. And we ain't stopping. You know, we gonna continue to grind. And we gonna continue to do what we doing. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Oh, brother, it's the big Deacon calling from old Wellwater, Florida. Yes, sir, brother. Rope on you. Yes, sir. Make sure you spell it with a capital R. And oh, yes, I hope everybody been learning. Brother, you ain't in your message that you teaching. It ain't in vain. Because now, brother, yes, sir, the Deacon just wanna simmer that thing up with Wack. Wack, ain't you the God Daddy? See, we got to really look into this God Daddy word, because, brother, I know there's one thing with a lot of people, especially Wacky Tacky, BBL, Gary Coleman ass, Red Lobster Biscuit Face 100. He lives in Motel 6 on that bed that's shaped like Bobby Brown Gumby. But see, now that we getting into this nigga, see, my thing is he should have been getting called out. Everybody calling this nigga ass out. And I love it too, brother, because his arm longer than his legs. This nigga's shaped and built like that thing on Street Fighter. You remember the African thing, brother? I used to try to be his character because he fought good back in the day on that ugly ass Nintendo. But, brother, as we look at Wacky Tacky BBL 100, he said he's the God Daddy. Why would you even play with this man's child? Why would you hold the damn baby? You know that Luce ain't retarded, and he to say and do anything that he see you do. So why even do that? And then for him to get on that internet and then act like he don't even know the damn man. He got Stevie Wonder eyes. He said, shit, I didn't see him. I don't know who you talking about. White 100 is a disgruntled baby mama. Somebody got him pregnant. Boy, he done had 20 abortions. I have never seen a black man so vile, so disgusting, so despicable, so terrible. I wouldn't let that nigga stand by my garbage can. Nigga, you got to meet the Deacon down the road over there at that sand nigga stove. I don't want you around me because you got an energy that ain't right, Wack. And I hope that everybody see this. See, we just can't listen to this message and not bring nothing home. We got to start doing some cleaning, y'all. Our race terrible right now. Look at the YNs running all around. They stealing toilet tissue. They robbing every damn body. I even heard somebody, an old woman got her sexuality took. So let's look at our community, y'all, because Wack your ass is going down, and we sick and tired of it. Wack 100 want to be Vin Rams on goddamn baby boy. He want to sip on the Kool-Aid butt naked and let his booty cheek jump while your son come in there and look in his ugly ass face. And they even got the same skin alike. Look at Vin Ram bumpy skin, and then look at Wack 100 face. And see another thing too. Why you don't only know, you just don't know you the God daddy of that baby and Luce retarded purple building cannon. You don't even know the game. You don't know Blueface. It seems like Blueface baby mama, she got her teeth fixed now. That woman gave her life to God. Everybody that get the hell away from your bitter, non-good energy ass, they take baths. They brush their tongue. They feel good about themselves. They open up them a credit account. They got all kind of things going on because you, Wack, you are the issue at hand. And to all you Negroes who want to keep somebody around like that, anything that happened to you because you have been warned, and it's a lot of niggas that need daddies. Now let's get on his minions, because the Deacon want him a little bit of that smoke too. You chuck with your big fat ass. It's sad because every one of them stupid niggas and hoes on his clubhouse he has been into it with. He done told all their business. He called CPS on one of them raggedy hoes. He said, boy, look at here. She paid for his old small dick, but ain't paid for the baby daycare. See, he done all this, and then you got big niggas like Chuck and the rest of these raggedy hoes and niggas. Oh, they want to be his backup singers. They singing loud in the choir. So y'all got to die in that furnace with him because we are no longer tolerating this because all you bitch ass minions, y'all finna start being, y'all gonna have to answer. You gonna have to sit in the hot seat. You finna get this work because we ain't playing no games with this bitch ass nigga. And I'ma tell you, see, the Deacon made a video about old wacky tacky BBL, Red Lobster Biscuit Face 100, and told the truth about his ass. And another thing, brother, the nigga so nasty and disgusting, he looked like porta potty boo boo. This nigga said that he buried Suge Knight mama. Why would you even bring up something like that? You was a bitch ass nigga, Wack. Wack, I would pee. Brother, I would not pee too good to even pee on your grave because I ain't never saw a nigga like you that just got that kind of spirit where everything, you always got something to say. You always got an answer for a no answer. No black man moves that way. You very emotional, Wack. I know your uncle played with your ding-a-ling. They said your ass got raped. Boy, that's why your ass told you and big, and you got an apple bottom, Wack. Is this why your BBL big like that and you represent Pyru? Well, oh God, but see, Wack, your ass getting caught up with all these lies because you got every race calling your bitch ass out. I even heard China Mac saying in Kung Fu, Wack 100 a bitch. Everybody keeps saying this. And see, Wack 100, the type of bitch ass nigga that go against the grain. He'll never, if you love Jesus, he love Lucifer. If you like Tupac, he love Biggie. See, this is the type of nigga he is. So I'm just advising everybody, once you know a person, they show you what they is, why your ass finna try to change them. Stay the hell away from them. Keep your distance. Fellas, some of these chicks, that's whores. If they act like Wack 100, why you got them all up in the hood house? Why you letting them flare your efficiency? See, a lot of us black men, we thirsty. Oh, we simps. Some of you niggas like Umar Johnson, you ain't got your school built yet. But see, now we just gotta have better patience and start working on self. We need to lose weight. It's a lot of things that we can continue to do as black men, but killing Wack BBL or shake that Laffy Taffy ass 100 is one of them. And we want y'all to share the damn video. Put it on room, god dang it, rooms to go. Put it at the hood house. Make sure you put it on at your police department. Put it all on World Star. Let's show the world that we got common sense and that we take baths, that every nigga ain't a YN. Let's show them that we ain't got to pop, boo, boo, bang. Let's let them know because we are getting judged on Wack 100. You can't even go in the doggone Walmart and buy you some cheese puffs without everybody huffing at their purse and grabbing shit. And are you looking at them like, man, I ain't study your ass. I'm trying to get me and go. So y'all, this kind of relationship, everybody watching this, and the black dysfunction is always the leader. Your Democrat Party has done this. So let's continue to get educated, let our brother teach us, and let's make sure we have his back. And to all you minions, I want you to listen to the Deacon real good. Y'all watching this video with our brother. But I swear to God, I am the mouth of the South, and I will tear all y'all asses up. See, the Deacon just be chilling in his lane, but I ain't gonna let my boy just go to swinging and fighting by his goddamn self. Oh no, I want some of the action. My daughter done graduated. I'm bored sometimes. So come on and bring me some of this work, because I'm sure gonna get it. And with that being said, I ask God to watch over everybody. God put a good person in each other's life. God allowed us men lonely. God, it's a Negro right now need a daddy. God, but put black men that's positive around him. Let's stop bragging about stupid stuff. Oh, I ain't wiped my booty, so I left all the skid marks on the white sheets. God, let's wipe our booty. Let's take long baths. Let's brush our tongue. Let's work on our credit. Let's not get AIDS and HIV. Let's make sure that we just doing better as a black person. And with that being said, we say happy Easter and Hassalama Booba Baba Shaba. And y'all share the damn video. Put the Deacon, hey, everybody. Brother, you keep doing your thing. You are anointed. You got clean fingernails. You ain't no dingy looking nigga on the end on the screen. Bro, look, you ain't oily like Dr. Umar. I seen Ness and flying fans flying by that nigga head. I'm like, how you collected for the school and you homeless, goddammit? So yeah, brother, keep doing your thing and represent that black, manly, heterosexual coochie and booty eating. And with that being said, the Deacon got the 5 for 20, fellas, and the Deacon out.
Hey, yo, I appreciate all y'all rock with me, man. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. We locked in, you hear me? Straight up. Y'all know we going up. You hear me? We on our way up, man. We ain't stopping. You know, we hit that 13K. We on our way to 14K. And we ain't stopping. We grinding. You know, we putting straight hard body work in. Coming from the bottom, right? And we gonna continue to deliver. Y'all know we on for the late night show. You know what I'm saying? At 12:30. We're gonna come back around 12:31ish. You know, East Coast time, West Coast time, 9:30, 10ish. You know, so make sure y'all locked in, man. And you know how we do. We grinding. I appreciate y'all. Share the live. I gave some valuable information, breaking this shit down. You know, and I appreciate everybody that shares the live, all the people that became a member. Y'all know how we do. We going up. Stay locked in. You know it's your boy DZ. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Be locked in. Become a member. The link is at the top of the chat. Become a member. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all. And y'all know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.